It's the Energy Coach back with another one. We got a special one today. Today we're gonna be dealing with what is Kundalini Energy, and we're talking about this because there's a lot going on right now. It's so many astrological events. The planets are making a four-way conjunction around us. You got the solar eclipse that's happening. We're getting another moon. All these kind of things are happening. So it's gonna be a lot of energy activation. So I just wanted to do this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. What is Kundalini energy? Kundalini energy is a potent energy force at the base of the spine. This energy is often described as a coiled serpent representing immense power and potential. When activated, Kundalini can cause transformations, unlocking higher states of consciousness. It unleashes higher creative and spiritual capabilities or capacities. So basically, to sum this up, it is the energy at the base of your spine. It's that magnetic electric energy, that powers your nervous system. What gives you the aura. It's all of this. It's that your foundation. It's like it's the immense energy that's coming off of like a tree. Because your spine is your trunk. So that's what it is. And it sends these electrical signals that can burst in certain areas. Okay, so let's move on. What does Kundalini energy do? Number one, spiritual awakening. Kundalini energy unlocks our deepest spiritual potential, allows us to gain supremacy over the ego and connect with the divine essence within. So basically, it unlocks that spiritual knowledge, which allows us to control our urges and our vices, which is usually associated with the ego. And it connects us to our higher self or our higher thought process, that more divine, that divine spark, if you will. That's connected to source. Number two, heightened awareness. As Kundalini arises, it heightens our senses and expands our perception. We start to experience the world in a more hypersensitive, multi-dimensional way. So basically, it stimulates all of your senses, but it stimulates your whole body. Everything, your vessel becomes more sensitive to everything. Sounds, sights, tastes, smells, anything with a vibration. And you start to associate these different vibrations with patterns. And you organize them in a certain kind of way because it's your body being in tune with these frequencies or these patterns or these vibrations. Okay, so what is the third thing? Transformation and healing. The activation of Kundalini energy can cause physical, emotional, and psychological activation to clear blockages and facilitate the healing of past traumas. So it can turn up your body, your emotions, or your mind to help you get over the things that you have went through. Help you look at things in a different light, help you be able to move forward. So you can turn that trauma into strength. Into power. Claiming your power back. The science of Kundalini energy. Okay, so first we got the chakra system. Kundalini energy is connected to the main chakras or energy centers that align along the spine. It's the route. So as the Kundalini rises, it activates and balances these chakras, facilitating the flow of energy throughout the body like a river. So basically, it moves up the spine and through the body like water flowing in a river, going upstream or downstream, depending on where you are. But that's basically how it moves. It flows. It's a flow. It's a subtle flow of energy like waves. Neuroscience. From a neuroscientific perspective, the activation of Kundalini energy is linked to increased activity in the glands in the brain's limbic system, which controls emotion and gives prefrontal cortex and the prefrontal cortex, which governs higher order cognitive functions. So basically, higher thought process. Once it moves through the glands or it moves through the spine to the glands up to the brain, it sparks and it gives you a higher control over everything in your. It's a higher level of brain control. That's that's what it is on a neuroscientific perspective. Bioenergy. Kundalini energy is believed to be a form of bioelectric magnetic energy. This is important because it's what I was talking about earlier. That permeates the entire body, operating at the quantum level to influence physiology, psychology, and spiritual processes. So it's basically a electromagnetic energy. It's that's where you get that where you have that wave, that cool wave up the spine, because it's electromagnetic. So you have to operate with like a battery. You know, you have to charge it, and the breathing is what charges. You know what? Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna get into all of that, but the breathing is what charges it. Let's see what. Let's go to the next one. Moment, gotta plug this up. Keyboard died. Apple products. Okay, and oh, don't know what's up with that one. Well, this is something. Okay, you guys, that was random. Too much electricity flowing from my Kundalini, I guess. So let's see if we can get back to where we were. The show don't stop. Okay, boom. Here we are. So let's go on to the next one. Symptoms of Kundalini awakening. Okay, so you have the physical sensations. As Kundalini awakens, individual may experience mild or intense tingling heat or vibrations along the spine, as well as spontaneous movements or tremors. So is as it activates up your spine, it's going to feel like jerks, little muscle spasms. You're gonna feel the heat or cool, intense tingling. You know, is you're gonna feel these things being stimulated. The vibrations will start. Um, let's see, cognitive changes, heightened intuition, creative inspiration, an expanded state of awarenesses. So basically, you're going to have better intuition. You're going to be more creative, more inspired, and you're going to be thinking outside of the box a lot more. Emotional shifts. The activation of Kundalini can trigger profound emotions such as intense feelings or or gratitude, joy, ecstasy, fear, grief, as deep blockages are cleared. So you're gonna have these intense because it's emotions, and because that's what energy is. It is energy and motion. You know, that's what emotions are: energy and motion. These emotions are going to be stimulated and triggered. It's as a process. You are going to experience it, so you get familiar with what these vibrations, what these frequencies are, and it can be overwhelming. For some, it's light. But as they're more cleared, you have more control over it. Spiritual experiences. You may have visions or different type of memories, out of body experiences. A deep sense of connection to the divine are often reported during the Kundalini awakening process. So you can go through all kinds of things on a spiritual level. The outer body experience, remote viewing. I think those are some of the most common things, as well as starting to see between the dimensions. How to prepare for Kundalini awakening. This is important, so make sure you pay attention. Also, go ahead and smash that like button and make sure you follow for more content. So, purification. First, you got to cleanse the body, detoxing, and get charged up on an alkaline diet. A lot of fruits, a lot of fruits, a lot of fruits. Green leafy vegetables, but a lot of fruits. Cleanse the mind, meditation. You know, you can also chill out on social media, take some breaks, maybe from if you watch TV or play video games, back up a little bit, get more time in nature, get your mind really clear, you know, as clear as you can. We all dealing with some stuff right now, but clear mind will definitely help with the transition. Cleanse the spirit. You cleanse the spirit by doing the breath work. You're breathing in and breathing out because breath is spirit and spirit is breath. By doing this work, you will be cleansing the spirit. You can do this in multiple kinds of ways, all kinds of different breathing exercises. If you get my book, Chakras, Breathing, and Energy, I go over some. One of the best ones I like to do is color breathing. Breathe in your favorite color, breathe out a toxic, dirty, smog type color, and you will see the results. Number 2, grounding. Develop a strong connection to the earth throughout consistently walking barefoot, gardening, or tree hugging. It can help provide the right energetic foundation for Kundalini. So you just want to connect because, like I said, we're electromagnetic, and this is an electromagnetic energy that you are going to be dealing with. When you ground with the tree, it helps you stabilize that electromagnetic energy, and you have more control and dominance over it. Patience and surrender. Speaking of control and dominance, by surrendering and being patient, you can achieve this. Approaching the Kundalini awakening with patience, stillness, and willingness to surrender to the process. You just got to be able to let go, and it takes as much time as it takes. Be still in the moment, while you're breathing with your eyes closed, and let it move up your spine. Breathe. Breathe it up your spine and be still. Kundalini practices and techniques. So meditation, you got all kinds of different meditations. Meditations, yoga, breath work, mantra, mudras, and chanting. I'm going to touch on each one slightly. Consistent meditation practices, I don't know why I can't say particularly. Focusing on the chakras and breath can help prepare the body and mind for Kundalini awakening. So basically, when you do your meditations, you can either focus on nothing, you can focus on something, or you can just let the thoughts ring. But for certain type of exercises, when you focus on the breath and you focus on the route or the spine, it helps the energy move up from the base to the top to the crown. Let's go to breath work. Speaking of breath work, the breath work, conscious breathing exercises like pranayama can help balance and harmonize the energy channels, preparing the way for Kundalini activation. It's all kinds of different breathing exercises. That's one. But just simple inhaling and exhaling deeply. Inhaling through your nose deeply, filling up your chest, exhaling through your mouth deeply. Like I said, color breathing, releasing it. It'll help you do that magnetic electric breathing transition. Breathing magnetic or breathing electric. As well as reverse breathing. That is a big one. The reverse breathing is a big one. Yoga. Certain yoga poses and sequences, such as those that target the core and spine, can help activate and channel Kundalini energy. Move your body. When you're moving your body and doing all the twisting with your arms and your legs and your torso or your stomach, it sends the energy in that direction because it's activating those pathways. So being physical definitely helps. Even working out, doing qigong, doing all kinds of other exercises, even playing sports. It all moves the energy. Mantra, mudras, and chanting. The repetition of sacred mantras or speaking certain words, finger twists, and the vibration of specific sounds can help awaken and direct the flow because, again, of the Kundalini energy. Because, again, this is all dealing with frequency and vibration. So you can stimulate it, you can direct it, you can move it, and you can help push it in a certain direction. And that's what you want to do. Let's go to the next one. The risk and precautions of Kundalini. Yes, it does have its issues as well. As far as it just going through the motions, going through the process. This is a good image to go off of for just in general, because it does move up the spine like this. It starts at this area, your red zone. Your red zone is here. Your red zone is where it grows from, but it starts around the orange in the sexual area. That's why Kundalini is known as the sex force. So it is really cooked and stimulated here. It it is here in the yellow zone, but it really starts to activate around the lime green to the heart section. The green zones, that's when you really start to experience those intense transformations. It gets more intense as it goes up to, the turquoise zone or the throat area. Up, and you can't see it, but behind the skull, the cerebellum, the little brain, up here at the crown. Before you get to the crown, you got third eye. After the little brain, then this little petal rose in the forehead, then the crown. It goes through all these areas when you get that full Kundalini awakening. So let's talk about the dangers or the not so good effects of the Kundalini. Psychological distress. The rapid rise of Kundalini energy can sometimes trigger psychological and emotional challenges such as anxiety, depression, or feelings of overwhelming, which is something a lot of people may be going through right now. Like they are going through this process and not even aware that they're going through it because everyone is going through it. And some people cannot deal with it, and it's causing them to crash out. So it's not easy. You have to really get control of yourself. Physical discomfort, intense physical sensations such as headaches, muscle spasms, and energy rushes may arise during Kundalini awakening processes. We just talked about that. Spiritual imbalance, if not properly grounded and supported, the Kundalini awakening can lead to spiritual bypasses or the senses of disconnection from the physical world. You can loop out, you can spaz out, you can crash out, like a lot of people are doing. And like I said, as the sun shines on all, so does this process happen to all, because we have spirit. We all are animated. We all are breathing. So if you're breathing, you're going to have the possibility of be going through this. So if you have a spine, this energy is going to move up your spine. A trunk is the spine of a tree, just like a plant, or flowers, So it's the same way for those who are of blood and flesh. This energy is going to move you, and this is going to have effects. Okay, the transformative power of Kundalini. So, what does it really do for you on the end? The activation of Kundalini energy can lead to so many great things. One of those being incredibly high states of awareness and knowing. You're tapping in the source. By clearing energetic blockages and aligning the chakras, Kundalini awakening can facilitate deep physical, emotional, and psychological healing, allowing us to live with more joy and purpose, not for just us, but for our family and those who come after us. So when you have this process, and it's not just in your spine, it's in your whole vessel. And with it being in your vessel, it's in not just the physical, like it's in your blood, it's in your DNA, it's in your spirit, it's in your soul. So it gets passed on once you reach it, so the next generation that comes after you and will have a higher awareness. They will have more energy based on you doing this and you passing it on. So it's not just for you. And I like this picture because you can see where your true self sits, and this is what guides everything. Your true self sits in your heart and controls your mind. But source also, this is how the energy comes down. Once you have that activation, it's a connection between the source and yourself. So let's talk about that spiritual enlightenment. Ultimately, the cultivation of Kundalini energy can serve as a gateway to the highest realms of spiritual enlightenment, empowering us to realize our true divinity. So like I was just saying, the stimulation and activation right here will cause the energy to move through your crown up to the source, and from the source down to your crown to you, your true self. It's a micro, macro, inner world, outer world thing. So, this was my little presentation on, Kundalini energy. This was just a quick little rundown. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave me some feedback. What do you want to hear me touch on next? if you have any experiences with Kundalini Energy, then man, please let me know. And also make sure you come check out my book, Chakras, Breathing, and Energy. I'll link it in the description, but it is wellness-minds.com. So you guys make sure you come check out the energy store. Yeah, I think you guys will like it. I got some stuff for y'all. But okay, I will catch y'all, and y'all make sure y'all take it easy. And man, really be on your toes with this energy. It's a lot of energy coming in.